Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, June 15th. Very nice weather here in the Mid-Atlantic region, and that nice weather will continue right through the upcoming weekend into the early part of next week thanks to a very large and strong high pressure area that's situated up over southeastern Canada. A little bit unusual for this time of the year. It'll be just a great weekend for anything outdoors, including down the DC area where there's a great matchup between the first place Yankees and the first place Nationals. Who would have predicted that a couple of months ago, that both teams would be in first place in mid-June, and the high temperatures this weekend in DC would be only near 80 degrees as compared to the more usual or more typical 90-degree high is expected for this time of the year. The real action in the country precipitation-wise will be across the middle part of the country, from the Rockies into the northern plains. There is a chance for some severe thunderstorm activity in places like Denver, Colorado, Cheyenne, Wyoming later on this afternoon, all associated with a cold frontal system. Let's take a look at the latest surface map. Here is that strong high pressure situated right here in southeastern Canada, sending down the coast some very comfortable air here, low humidity and comfortable temperatures, again with highs pretty much near 80 degrees for the next few days in a large part of the Mid-Atlantic region. By about Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, this high will be pulling off the coast and will turn warmer again with more humidity. Tuesday, humidity will be up a little bit, and by Wednesday, it'll be downright very warm and humid again with highs once again approaching the 90-degree mark. But right through the weekend into the early part of next week, fantastic weather here in the eastern half of the country. Meanwhile, here's that cold frontal system out over the middle part of the country that kind of meanders around into the Rockies region, and later on this afternoon there can be some severe weather developing with hail and heavy rain and gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour, perhaps especially in northeastern Colorado up through southeastern Wyoming. Places like Denver and Cheyenne will have to be on guard later on this afternoon. Meanwhile, still quite cool along the west coast with a stubborn marine layer of clouds that will keep it cloudy once again most of the day in Southern California. Here's a current look at the nationwide radar, and again, nothing going on here in the eastern half of the country, nothing much at all going on here in the western half. All the action is right here in the heartland of the country, and this is all associated with the kind of a meandering frontal system, and there are some showers right now in northeastern Colorado and western Kansas, for example, but the severe weather threat is for later this afternoon into the early part of tonight, and we'll have to monitor that situation in Colorado, Wyoming, all the way into the western part of the plains. Latest infrared satellite loop here, and again, lots of clear skies seen right here in the eastern half of the country, the eastern third of the country anyway, thanks to that Canadian high pressure. Here's that frontal system that extends from quite a powerful storm for this time of the year, way up in southern part of Canada. The front comes all the way down across the northern Great Lakes region into the center part of the country. And again, there will be some severe weather possibilities later on today. Meanwhile, just a marine layer of clouds here along the west coast that will keep Southern California cloudy for much of the day. I thought we'd take a look at one computer forecast map for tomorrow morning. This is for tomorrow morning, Saturday morning, from last night's 0Z GFS run. That Canadian high pressure is still sitting up here north of New England, and again, that'll control the weather throughout the eastern third of the country right through the weekend. Eventually pulls off the coast, and we get more of a return southwesterly flow of air here. I'm talking about Tuesday or Wednesday of next week, where the humidity and the heat will build back up again, so that by 90, many areas in the Mid-Atlantic will be approaching 90 degrees as compared to the 80 degrees expected for highs right through the weekend. Still some residual moisture here tomorrow morning across the center part of the nation associated with that frontal system. And there is, again, the chance for some strong thunderstorm activity tomorrow as well as this afternoon, so we'll have to watch for that anywhere from the Central Plains into the Rocky Mountain regions. Not any precipitation out west, but there will be some stubborn marine layer clouds, again keeping Southern California mostly cloudy tomorrow afternoon, just like this afternoon. So that's it for now. Enjoy the weekend. For the SIweather.com, I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.